What's up, Vikings Nation? The Minnesota Vikings have 2 picks in the 5th round this year, no picks in the 6th round. Who are those 2 picks? Well, the first one in the 5th round at pick 141 for the Minnesota Vikings, they had selected defensive tackle out of LSU. Once again, another LSU Tiger on the Minnesota Vikings. Defensive tackle, Jaquelin Roy. Hopefully I said his name right. It seems like that's the case. Seems like a dog. Another depth chart piece for us as well on that defensive line. One of the positions we needed to address somewhat, not really, but it's okay to add more depth there. Let's look at his pre-draft analysis for Jaquelin Roy. It says, Roy has the upper body strength to keep blockers off him, and he's at best when slanting or staying on the move versus a zone run game. He frequently gives ground initially and can struggle to anchor when blockers reach him. Roy flashes as a pass rusher, but he has just average takeoff quickness and doesn't counterpunch once linemen get into his pads. So probably not going to be a starter, obviously, in this league. Could make the practice squad. You never know. A guy could all of a sudden be fantastic in the NFL, even though he probably wasn't that great in college. He's coming from a good college team at LSU, so I have some hope for the guy, but I don't think he's going to do much for our Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings also had another pick. This one, hey, we finally got our quarterback, I guess. Not great. Not really sure if I like it. I wanted Dorian Thompson-Robinson after Hendon Hooker fell to the Detroit Lions. But with the 164th pick in the 5th round, the Minnesota Vikings selected quarterback Jaren Hall out of BYU. It says, Hall is an undersized quarterback who works through his progressions and creates throwing windows with his footwork. He flashes good anticipation and the ability to deliver the ball before the receiver breaks. He also extends plays, makes off-platform throws, and is a great threat to scramble for first downs when nothing is available downfield. So sort of a scrambling quarterback, maybe a little Aaron Rodgers-esque, if you will. Something for the Minnesota Vikings to maybe try to mold for the future, or we just kind of keep this guy around and maybe draft a quarterback next year or trade for a quarterback next year, whatever the case may be. But we have found a backup quarterback. I do believe we still have Nick Mullins on the roster. So it'll be Kirk Cousins, Nick Mullins, and now Jaren Hall out of BYU. I don't know how I feel about it. This guy probably not going to play much if I had to assume. You guys can let me know in the comments, though, what you think about these 2 picks. It'd be fantastic. Again, these guys probably not going to play too much. It is the 5th round. Usually that's kind of what happens with these ones, just depth piece ads. So make sure to let me know in the comments what you think. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It would be much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and SKOL Vikes.